Welcome, ladies and gents, to the new moon in Libra and to another magical moon message. We have the sun and moon in Libra activating a brand new karmic cycle in the seventh zodiac sign, which means we have officially completed the first six signs, all individual mechanics of what you've put in work to now complete over the next 6 months. So just off of that, congratulations. The next six new moons are legitimately completing everything you did the last 6 months. And you want to see it as that, as you know, this new moon is completing 6 months ago the work you put in to individualize a new sense of your character. Well, now you're starting a new cycle in Libra to bring that new sense of your character and build new partnerships now that you've updated yourself. The reason why this is even more awesome is all the shade, all the negativity, all the drama, all the opposition you had to face in building this up. Now it's clapping back. Now you're bringing this mastery of self to show up in these instances, in these conflicts, put people in their place, show people who's boss, let people know what's up. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to control anything. You did the work already. You did it already. And now, as a consequence of the great work you've done, or as a consequence of the work you didn't do, or the karma that you have to now be responsible for, it's all coming back. That's the way this works. So congratulations for those of you who stayed true to you and aligned with that North Node. In a very few short hours, you're going to see the power of this new moon. So first of all, this is an activating cycle. You're in Libra. We have Mars here. There's an assertiveness and a power and a direction that's going to inspire you to now finally be in a position to move forward with the right people who you have acknowledged correlate and resonate with you, and to, of course, do exploits with these people. And you're going to see relevant characters come to match the updated version of you that you've extraordinarily aligned with, and you're going to be ready to start new cycles over the next week as we activate this cycle. The conjunction coming into the first quarter square is an activation of power. The first quarter square to the full moon is an integration of power we've activated to perfect and now harvest at the full moon. And so bridging this mastery of the Virgoan perception, you are now activating. Are you ready? Superpowers. We're here. Congratulations. I've been talking shit about this for like 2-3 years. Finally here. Congrats. And not only are you activating this, you're activating this with people as you are officially in the second boss battle. The first boss battle of 2021 was Cancer season opposite Pluto, individualizing your sincere character opposite a collective perception and illusion and narrative that goes against what you individually believe. Now Libra season is the next stage of this, where you're banding with other individuals as a team to now confront other groups, hence guild wars. And this is going to really pick up very powerfully. The last half of 2021 is just going to be more drama based on the first half, and we know the first half was fucking retarded, so get ready. But thankfully, now there's going to be conclusion, closure, and a lot of turnarounds. Justice is represented by Libra, and a lot of you are going to come to justice because you don't wait for it to fall on your lap. You have developed your attitude, behavior. You've come into analysis of facts. Libra allows you to bridge that through debate and dialectic and express your Aries character polished through the classic nature of Libra to express this classically, charmingly, and of course, altruistically. But I want to once again let you know that you've spent 6 months individualizing new abilities, and this is going to be one of those bursts where you're in social environments and contexts that, through causality, enable you to actually affect others with these mastery of your abilities. You're going to start to see, coming into Sagittarius season, more how your abilities affect other people, how you consciously are aware of it instead of subconsciously being influenced by it. And with the square to Pluto, this is going to reveal with this empowered dynamic of your character hidden facets with a lack of integrity that some others may use. Because remember, there's this weird energy out here where certain people, don't have the accountability to take integrity for their actions. So they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to cross your boundaries, but then get mad at you when you draw the line and enforce your boundaries. Okay. For example, I have a refund policy, and, hypothetically, this protects me from people who decide to last minute, you know, try and play me and act like, oh, well, I want my money back. Cool. I don't have to worry about whether you have a lack of integrity or not. I have that policy up. That way, before anyone buys a reading, they know that there's that policy. It's all sales final. So, you may hypothetically be dealing with people who say, screw your policy, screw your rules. Don't enable that. Don't let bitter people who get in their feelings enable them. I'm just using that as an example. The refund policy is going to apply to you. However, that is your boundaries. However you cross your boundaries, don't let people insult that and then try and manipulate and make and guilt trip you because you have a boundary drawn that they could have respected if they, did that. This is going to allow you to see how much more powerful you are in your relationships with others because of the work that you've built up. And at the end of the day, you're going to be more aware of the stuff that people want to tell you, but they're cowards, so they'll never tell you. And they're like, this is a victory transit, trust me. Because there's so many people with like these preconceived notions, prejudices, and opinions that in their delusional heads they think are facts. But, where is the actions to match their words? Let this Libra season show you that a lot more people are terrified of backing up what they feel because they know they ain't shit. They know that they don't have that courage. They know that what they think or feel isn't really in integrity. That's why they put these false narratives, but when it comes to acting on it, it's a little bit different. So keep that in mind because you are coming into victory, expressing the Leo glory, now presenting it in relationships with people. You're showing people how much stronger you've become. You're rising up courageously to express and stand up for your ideas. And this is literally activating a higher intellect of power to polish skills you've been developing newly since 2021 in April. And you deserve all sorts of praise for that because you're going to start to see your work pay off over the next 4 months. And that's glorious. Okay. Once again, with that square to Pluto, there's going to be extreme intensity in maintaining this in the outside influences that seek to undermine your character. But don't fight hate with hate. I'm not even going to say love over hate. Just have integrity. Just remember the power of your character and let that speak for itself. The quincunx that this new moon cycle started with Uranus and Taurus is going to unconventionally transform physically the value of these partnerships in the manifestation of these supernatural abilities. This is why this new moon cycle is inducing such a transformation in your partnerships as a new cycle, because now we've all manifested greater abilities. All right. And this is now inducing psychosis in some people who don't have the integrity to control it, but so much freedom of expression in those who actually know what the fuck they're doing. And we also have Chiron opposite this new moon cycle, which is going to initialize a sense of vulnerable masculine assertion so that we don't play the stupid high school game of, and by the way, when I get passionate about this, I'm not talking about anybody. I'm not holding a pent up energy. This is just how I'm channeling the energy. I think I get the notion that sometimes when I say certain things, some people think that I'm low key dissing them or some of the stuff I'm saying is about them. Like, it is what it is. But outside of that, there's this high school game people play where it's like, oh, well, you should have just known what I was thinking, or, oh, you should have just got it. And it's like, no, bitch, we are grown adults. Open your mouth and communicate. Maybe if we were in high school, I can try and read your mind. But as adults, if you sense something, communicate about it. Don't wait until weeks later After you've been festering in your emotions, oh, I wish this person would do this, I wish this person would do that. And then you say, oh, well, I was expecting you to do A, B, C, and D. And it's like you could have called that person up anytime to let them know that, instead of lashing out about them like a child later. Okay. And some people may just be so subconscious of this stuff that they think they're slick. They don't know that they're fooling themselves. So these are all social cues and elements that, with Chiron and Aries, you want to bring that vulnerability to show and bear your character, and not just assume people will get it. Be willing to communicate it. We're still aligning with the North Node. Sheesh. And all of this is trining Saturn and Jupiter. So you'll be delighted to know that any new cycles and actions taken socially will be met with an expansion of the knowledge of what you're doing and the collectives you're subscribing to. So this is a really great new moon. The quincunx to Neptune will also transform how you perceive metaphysical phenomena in relation to the social context with other people and the energy they bring and the vibes they bring. So, really condense this, because there's a Yod, there's the Chiron opposition, and then the Neptune and Uranus, and it's all focusing on the finger of God, which is that new moon. And so you're going to be blessed with new partnerships and also new phases of existing partnerships. Certain friendships may turn into projects. Certain friendships may turn into romantic relationships. Whatever begins here, be sure to maintain it, and know this is going to drive forward the further development of supernatural abilities, cognitive enhancements, and legitimate superpowers. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it anymore. Legit superpowers. You're coming into this activation cycle with other people to develop this, and you're going to gain incredible classic insight about how to push the envelope forward. Y'all stay blessed as always, and until next time, God